It's 1214 AD and the Battle of Bouvines is about to take place. The Holy Roman Emperor leading a coalition is about to face Philip Augustus, the King of France. Can he and his English and Flemish allies beat this French beast, or will they be beaten themselves? What's up guys, I'm PopeJohnPaul and we're here with some more 12-12 action for you today as we have a glorious 4v4 historical battle, and this is a brilliant one, I've been told, created by some of my subs. This is the Battle of Bouvines, which is pretty famous battle in the Anglo-French War during this period. Obviously the English and the French always fighting each other. It can't be a medieval battle if the English and French aren't fighting one another. But the English are actually here, I believe. They are on this right flank here, to the right of the Emperor himself. We also have Burgundy here as well. I don't know exactly where all their army is, but they do have some of their cav over here, I do believe. Yeah, there's some Chevaliers here. So I'm not quite sure where they are on the entire battle line. We have 3 French armies. We have 2 Flemish. Well, we actually have 1 Flanders, 1 Brabant. So we have both the Low Countries here, and then we have a, like I said, the Holy Roman Emperor. We then have the English with their longbows over here. The Welsh longbows are starting to skirmish off right now with the French crossbows. But yeah, so it's a bit of a coalition that's facing the French here. The French are getting too powerful in the eyes of Europe, and they haven't been put in place. But yeah, so this is going to be a really fun one to see. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing 12-12 at the moment on the channel and would like to see some more historical battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and a comment to show your support. As we have some cav coming forward here, some sergeants there, Cheval. They're coming forward, but they're actually going to be chased, well, forced back by some Brabantian knights here, and as they're trying to get after the crossbows, but they didn't quite get there in time. Since this is 12-14 as well, every single unit here will be low or early period, so they'll all be tier 1. We have some archers firing off here. Loose, boys! It's a glorious... I mean, come on, fire. Okay, there we go, firing. But anyway, so yeah, we're kind of just waiting for the main battle to begin. But if you haven't already joined the Discord and would like to do so, then the link is down below in the description. You can get involved in some of these 12-12 battles. So look at this. This crossbow unit here has been absolutely outmatched. That's kind of probably because he's not in loose formation like the Welsh are over here. Though the Welsh are actually taking a lot of casualties themselves. There you go. They're running. They're running. Oh no, they've returned. Let's have a volley from the crossbows. That'd be nice. They're running out of here as well. But yes, I cannot wait to see how this one goes down. I honestly think, I don't know. I'm not really sure. The French are probably better cav. These French Chevaliers are one of the best in the world at the moment, in this period. Probably throughout all the medieval period. The French have got the best cav. They also have a lot of cav on this right flank. They have more cav than their Burgundy's cav here along. So there's actually 5 versus 3 here. While the rest of the, I don't know how many exactly every side has. I think everyone's got the same amount of cav, but we've got some Sergeant Cheval coming forward again. Look at this. These guys are going to come flying forward. Go for these Sergeant crossbows, I think. Nope. Again, they're being tracked by these Brabantian knights. And they are just, no one wants to go for them. A lot of casualties actually by these, from the Archer period. This is a really brutal skirmish period. We don't often see this. Usually, the skirmish period doesn't last this long. But you can tell for the time, it's going to be a fairly long battle. And look at that. They try to double dupe the Sergeant Cheval, and they're actually going to get a charge off here, I think. Oh, no, they're not. They're getting pretty beaten up because of this. They're, not making a decision whether they're going to charge or not. Probably the best they don't. They are now taking a lot of HP damage. They need to keep an eye on that. It's, quite interesting to keep an eye on the entire line, though. We've got some English longbows pushing forward. What are they going for, I wonder? I wonder if they were still just going after that arblast, that crossbow back there, possibly. More crossbows pushing forward here. Yeah, that's the thing with the French and the, most of the French and the, Burgundian players aren't putting their units in loose formation. This crossbow's getting really close. There's a crossbow sergeant here. Why is this getting so close? And then we've got Brabantian knights coming forward. Again, these Brabantian knights really push forward. I mean, if the French take this, do this correctly, they could also focus on this Brabantian knight if they accidentally push out too far. This one's being focused on actually. It's lost 10 men already. So quite a lot of cavalry casualties taking place right now. Yes, still waiting. Look, another French unit breaking here. I don't know, this is a very much different one. French are certainly on the defensive now. They don't really want to push forward. I mean, I would honestly... They need to probably, like, push forward, because otherwise the, like, allies... Like, I'm going to call them the allies. They're probably just going to end up just shooting as many units as possible before they have to go in. Because they have, at the moment, the skirmish advantage, it seems. Still waiting on them to push forward, though. Still waiting. But I hope you all are having great days anyway. Certainly it's a beautiful day here. Nice sunshine. Hopefully you all have got a nice day as well. Even though we're all stuck inside. Or we certainly are in England anyway, or UK. We're all stuck inside in this lovely weather. Though we can now meet people outside. Which has had its pros and cons. Put it like that. Had its pros and cons. Baker's Guild Pikemen, that's a really cool unit. I mean, I do like the Flemish units. They've got some really cool units, if I can find them anyway. Dismounted next. I presume that's dismounted knights, basically. I'm pretty sure they've got, like, fishmongers and stuff like that. I don't know if they brought them, actually. No, they haven't, I don't think. But they have, like, fishmonger, like, guildsmen and all sorts of other units. That's just such a cool, like, addition that they have. They've actually brought more cav over here now. We have now got Brabant's brought some more cav over here. So it's 5 versus 5 now. Honestly, I don't think they needed this much cav here. Like, 3 versus 3 would be fine because, we're red lining right now. And then they have the pikes. That would be enough. The extra 2 cav, I think, is just a bit wasteful. Could be used elsewhere. But it is very much red lines, red line. You might want more cav over here where you have the extra space. And then you can flank around. But we are really just waiting on them to push forward. And more skirmishing taking place now. You can see, I'm just going to fast forward, I think, while we wait. Just a little bit. But it is the English just pushing forward at the moment. They're just like wanting to use all that longbow ammo. Just put it like that. I feel like these guys still fire slower than they do in Rise of Mordor. I mean, we now have it on fast forward, so we'll never know. I'm pretty sure they do. I think they're trying to shoot... Well, I think they're shooting other crossbows, but really they should be shooting shock infantry and, like, cav. That's what you want to be taking out. Like, that is, like, the main target to be taking out in a battle like this. As we just kind of wait for them to come forward. If they have pikes as well, I don't think the French have any... Oh, no, they have, like, pole arms. I was going to say, the pikes are very much a famous thing of the Low Countries. They have, like, very famous pikes. And that's how they counter the French cav. Like, in all those wars that they have. Like, this period, they actually do have quite a lot of wars in, like, Flanders and the French. Bit of 50-50 in like who comes out on top. Oh, here we go. French cav coming forward. Here we go. Hopefully this looks like, yeah, here we go. This is where the battle's going to start. Look at this. Sergeant Cheval coming forward. We've got Chevaliers coming forward. Doesn't look like the Brabantian Knights are interested. No. I honestly thought the battle was going to start there. Literally both sides committed cav. Oh my god. Look at the cav just getting focused down like Brabazonian cav. Here we go though. It looks like we might be about to see a fight. Come on. They teased so much. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, look at this. Burgundy's pushing forward infantry and all. So, I mean, he is coming. He's coming if you like it or not. Cav getting involved. Yeah, here we go. Brabantian Knights going in. Oh, there we go. They didn't actually get a charge, but there you go. The Sergeant Cheval did. The Sergeant Cheval got a charge off on the Brabantian Knights, and there you go. That's a pretty nasty charge there. Got a lot of damage done on them. Both. They should have just committed to it. Any more charges coming up? It looks like the French yen. After looking like they were going to take the defensive, now being offensive. Brabazonian Knights here look like they're going to come forward, or Brabazonian cav, I should say. Now they're getting focused on these mounted sergeants, and then they retreat to just get charged again. This has seemed like a bit of a pattern forming here. Just make a decision. I just charge these crossbows and then the swords behind. Yeah, here we go. Another cav fight here coming in. This is going to be a poor charge from the Flemish cav. Poor charge indeed. There you go. Looks like the cav's been routed. Yeah, cav got routed. Wow. And you can see the got cavalry over here, gone back in, trying to charge these dismounted Chevaliers. They are going in. Chevaliers Burgundy being set up. And we've got the pikes as well going up. Over on the left flank seems like a little bit of a stalemate at the moment, still waiting. But the middle is really hotting up right now. Spears going in against the dismounted knights. His dismounted next going in now. I mean, this cav just needs to commit because right now they're getting focused down by crossbows. This is when you want the extra, like they have their extra 2 cav here. Now send them to be aggressive here while the 3 go this way. That's what they need to do. The centre's looking a bit dicey though for the Flemish. They need to send the pikes forward because right now, look at this, getting focused down. Oh my gosh. These guys just get focused. I mean, actually, I don't know if they are shooting them. I think they might. They need to be. Yeah, they are. These crossbows just focusing down these pikes right in front of them. The pikes have terrible missile block. Really, really poor missile block. They need to get in there. I mean, you need to push forward with these guys because the cav can't go in and take them out because there's pole arms there. But it is looking very, very nasty. I am trying to zoom out as much as possible to capture as much as what's going on. But I will get zooming in. There you go. You can have a beautiful look at this spear line going on. I love the fleur-de-lis officer. He looks awesome. Really does. Pole arms coming up now. That's going to be interesting to see. And the cav went in here for a nice charge on the swords, but they're a really weak unit. I don't know if they really pulled that off. General's under attack. Oh dear. Well, I guess maybe just like a loose arrow or something like that went flying by. Cav here, they really need to stop firing like their crossbows and stuff at the cav. Like, try and weaken it. Like, whoever wins the cav fight is going to win the battle. That's just 12-12. They've got this cav rally, they need to remember that. Pole arms here, they need to send in their pikes. The pikes do well, I think, against those pole arms. They have the range. These pikes, I imagine, are also getting focused down. That's the danger with, like, Flanders and stuff like that. Yeah, this flank over here, England and, like, the HRE, not really paying attention. The French have managed to get a spear really, really close and chase off these archers. So that's interesting. Spears over here losing now that the pole arms are in there. And more crossbows being broken by the Flemish. Let's get the other angle. Better angle this way. Oh, yeah, look at the colours. Such a beautiful sight is like early period. Such a messy sight as well. Axe sergeants in here as well. They're actually wavering. Wow, the axe sergeants are wavering at what? How many? 131 men they're wavering. Surely not. That is a worrying sight there for the French if they're going to break that early. This cavalry, I'm sorry, but this cavalry needs to go in. They're getting focused down right now. I mean, these guys are just getting weaker and weaker by the second. French Chevaliers coming up. I know that they want to use their pole arm. They want to get the pikes in there, but you can also get the shock infantry in there. Like, they could have charged now because the French had nothing to support. It looks like the French might be the ones that are going to antagonize the Flemish and have this charge. Yep, maybe. Yeah, see, this is what they wanted to do. They want to retreat their cav and then reveal the pikes in behind. They're not going to charge us, are they, the French? No, thank God. Thank God. Yes, in history, this was a French victory. So it'll be interesting to see whether the French can turn it around again and win it. I mean, I say turn it around. They look like they're probably slowly winning this one, but I don't know.
The unit is running from the enemy.
Cavalry in here. This cavalry unit could get in behind if it like just went through the gap instead of like trying to surround this dismounted Brabantian knight. Cavalry here charged in. Okay, so there you go. The cavalry charged in there. You just charged on spears. Terrible idea. Never charge spears. especially when they were in sheer wall. That's a solid, like, that's just like a porcupine you're charging into there. But I mean, this cavalry could charge into these swords here. This would be a gap you could go through. Cavalry in here. They're outnumbered. That's what they're worried about, the Flemish. They need more of this. Yeah, Brabantian cav coming back this way. That's good to see. The general's actually now engaging some pole arms. They've got all the way through. Here we go, though. I was going to say, massive movement here. We've got French breaking through. They're broken. This is the Brabantian cav here. Looks like the HRE's now getting involved as well, seeing some Imperial Ritter to scare off some of this French cav. That's a bad sign there for the Brabantians, so that they lost some cav early game. We've got some axe sergeants coming up now for Burgundy. All going off. This spears you breaking here. It's all going off. It's a bit of a mess, this battle. It's slowly becoming a bit of a mess. But the line is, I mean, yeah, the two flanks of the, like, not really having much going on. It's the center where everything's happening. Could make it interesting then. Cavalry breaking here, though, for the Burgundians. Here we go, though. The French finally attacking the... Oh, this is HRE over on this side as well. The English have just not had any action. I'm not have to worry about anything, really. I mean, if I was the English, I'd be focusing down this cav, given the chance. But yeah, you can see the French Chevaliers getting easy kills on all of this archers. And the HRE didn't reply. They just happily just let it happen. I mean, now the Brazilian cav's going to come up, have a go. Don't know what they're going to go for. If they're going to go for these spearmen here, not a good idea. Do not go for these. No, they might they're going to just side charge these Imperial Ritter instead. Not a bad idea. There you go. I mean, this is like shock infantry. This is treated like shock infantry. It's really nasty infantry. And how many have they got? They got quite a few of them. So they got a lot of shock actually of the HRE they brought here today. French Chevalier's been broken here. What's this? The Sergeant's been sending Imperial Ritter as well. They're sending over some Axe Sergeants of their own. So the HRE is getting involved in the fight. And looks like we're finally starting to see some action on this flank. The extreme flank's still not yet to move. But we've got dismounted knights of Flanders up against dismounted knights of France. Lots of knights. And here we go. Strangely, all the cavs now move for the French. It's not on this far flank. Now would be the time to be aggressive. I would have just let them make up for their mistakes and just power into the flank now. You've got to go in with the Flemish cavs. Send one round, take out the remains here of the infantry and archers, and just go into the flank. Break as much as possible. Don't know why they moved their French Chevaliers over. They shouldn't have. Should have kept them on the flank. But cav in here, though. This Brabantian knight needs to get out. Oh, finally we're starting to see action with the English. Finally, this isn't even the English, this is the Imperial Ritter. Oh, cav here, though. This could be painful. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Oh my gosh, look at that knocking back the unit. Very, very nasty. Imperial Ritter going in. French Chevaliers, it's all going off. I don't even know what the numbers are, actually. What were the numbers at the start of this battle? About 10,000 each, which is actually slightly more than what they had in history. They both had about 8,000 men. Quite a small battle. Welsh spears going in. It's all a bit of a mess. A lot of fighting going on. I do apologize if it's a little bit laggy. That's just because there's about 20,000 men fighting on the battlefield all at once. And this is Attila. It's not a greatly optimized game. Spears going in. This is going to be I mean, honestly, those Welsh spears are going to lose because they're light. English foot knights in behind, though. And the focusing, look at this, focusing down these pole arms, really nicely done there. Not a bad thing to focus on. I mean, again, the cav, not a bad thing to shoot at. Either one's a win-win, really. They've got a lot of cav here, actually, of the English. They have a lot of cav. That's very un-English to see. Now we've got shock infantry going in. Axe sergeants, they should help rip up. They'll just change that Welsh spear battle all of a sudden. Those cav That axe unit will just rip and shreds. We got Cav in here though. Duke of Burgundy got committed. He got sent in. Cav in the center here for Burgundy. He's holding the line. That's I mean actually same for the Flemish and Brabant here. They're holding the line with a Cav. So one of them sends in like just a bit of infantry, even those crossbows. Sends in the crossbows. They'll change the fight. Look at this massive breaking here though by Brabant, and also these guys wavering. This is a bad sign. So there could be a bit of a hole in the line in a moment here. This Cav could just seep on through. Yeah, I mean there is. There's a big gap in the line here. This is where Burgundy should get Cav through, and then it's for the taking. Over on this side, looks like we're finally about to see some Cav fighting here. Looks like, I mean, surely, I've been hyping it up. Surely we're gonna see Flanders and France. No, Flanders and France are not having it, and they're gonna get shot at the French for just even thinking about trying it. Got pole arms in there now as well. Absolute mess of a fight, I will admit. These are shocking junior committing somewhere. Pole arms here winning decisively though for the French. Flanders is not having any of it. Chevaliers in here. General. Oh, is that a general? I was about to say this general is very much Duke of Burgundy. He's gone for a charge and broken most of the stuff here, though it's cost him his life. It may be a big sacrifice, but it may just be the breakthrough that like Burgundy and the French need to get into like the back lines, because they're a big hole now in the center. Flanders is trying to patch it up, though he is trying to make an offensive on this left side. He's finally broken the pole arms there as well. That's a big win. Over here, it looks like, I don't know really. It's a bit of a mess. Axe Sergeants broke here, which is a bit of a concern. There's two generals in here. We have the HRE general and the King of France. So we have several Kings of France, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have another one here. Don't know who's the real King of France. Got English foot knights over here engaged.
Running for their lives.
Axe Sergeants losing though. That's a good sign for the English. Beating some Axe Sergeants is a big win. I get these swords engaged now at this point. It's going to be a tough one. England's got to start committing stuff because the center is not looking good right now. The French and the Burgundians are breaking through. Like a lot. Pikes here now getting engaged. So they are really doing a lot of damage, these pikes. Stabby stabby with their long pointy sticks. And yeah, I do not know how this center is not broken. Like, why aren't the French making gaps and like getting through? I mean, they are actually. A general has just been like attacked. Duke of Brabant got attacked, but he's broke the French Chevaliers there, which is a big win. There's this other one here. Needs to take that one out. And there's a general in behind here. They might be able to take this guy out. Who's this? This is the King of France. Yeah, it is. They got a King of France in here. They need to get some infantry or something in just to get him involved. Holy Roman Emperor is also at risk. HRE just seems to be like in the fight for a small amount of time and being evaporated. The English are involved here. They need to get this Cav out though. This Cav does not want to stay in combat against spears. Should get it out and then rear charge everything here. These French could just ask him to be rear charged. Balance power right now though is still in favor of the Allies. The French somehow still like, even though they've made all these offensives and like done really well, still don't really have the advantage. I'm kind of surprised. And there you go, more breaking French there. I mean, I think it's because Flanders is like cleaning up over here. But I mean, if the French have pushed hard here, they get success. I mean, they have now brought up reserves of Brabant from somewhere. Just found an entire fresh unit of like Brabantian knights. But also, I mean, over here, I mean, the English they're doing okay. The Cav fight seems to be in favor of the French right now because the English, even though they had those billmen, where did they go? They had billmen. Oh, they've been broken. Okay, somehow they broke the billmen. So there you go. Yeah, the cav fight is not going well for the English. So, I mean, there's still a chance if the French can turn it around over here, they could then just rear charge all the way down the line. I mean, they actually have got a general in behind here. This is the King of France. He's just somehow got through. And he's now rear charging. He's going after the King of England. Wouldn't have said that was the smartest idea. I would have stayed away from each other. I would have got this King of France to keep rear charging down the line and influence the fight. Because right now he's losing other fights. You can see sergeants breaking here to axe sergeants. They can now rear charge infantry if they choose to. It's certainly turning into a messy fight. The lines are gone. The center is kind of turning back in favor now with like crossbows being thrown in of the Allies. An Allies general has been killed though. That's 2 generals. Well, no, that's Duke of Brabant dead and the Duke of Burgundy dead actually. I do apologize. I thought that was 2 Allied generals dead. No. If Burgundy hadn't lost his general, even though he opened up a massive hole in the line, he may still have most of his army alive because I think most of his is like starting to rout. Seeing routing militia here. But I mean, yeah, this is like this overwhelming massive infantry here that's just overwhelming this French left, or French Burgundian right actually it is for them, the Flemish left. Somehow as well, the Allies are still holding on over here. They might be, and they're also getting shock infantry in there now to help influence this cav fight. It's turning into a messy brawl. Still got their general in behind. How have they managed to keep him alive? They've got 2 actually Kings of France back here. And England seems like he's starting to he's been outflanking units here, you can see. And these Brabazonian spears are getting chopped down as they run. France is, yeah, look at all of a sudden France has just run out of steam. I think they needed to attack like this. The 2 flanks, if they attacked at the same time, maybe they could have helped, because the center was for the taking for the French. But I think it's because then the HRE was able to put stuff over there and support, and the Flemish were able to support a bit. England didn't really do much. England kind of just stood and looked at the other French army, which I feel like this French army was not intended to take out England, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I feel like, yeah, the French had a very good chance at, in that center, and then all of a sudden that center just crumpled for them when reserves came up from elsewhere. Imperial Ritter in here, looking glorious though. Try and get some more close-ups now that the battle is kind of decided. The French cab's still alive. They've still got quite a lot of chevaliers alive. It's the glorious units, glorious nobles of France. And in they go. It wasn't a great charge. Didn't really even put their lances down. It's a poor charge. They're getting focused down for it. And also every French... Oh, yeah, and these guys got countercharged. Wasn't a great one either. I guess everyone's too tired to do proper charges. But the Flemish Knights holding on. Facing the greatest knights in the world. And they've done okay. They've done just fine. Looks like the French are making some sort of a defense over here. They've got some spears and some swords left. They've got a king still alive here as well. Yeah, and even though they look like they were winning this fight, the French again look like they were winning this fight. They routed the billmen, but their infantry just elsewhere just failed. And then they were able to get shocking with the English and turn the battle around. It's just a shame. They could just charge these Brabazonians. They're not anything special. They should have just charged them with, head on. They would have got a good charge. Fair enough, though. Maybe they didn't want to. But Flanders, I don't know. He just stood off for ages and then just managed to flank around. Because the French just abandoned all their cav and put it into the center. They should have kept on the flanks. And then they could have at least, kept the Flemish army back. But I guess they saw gaps in the center and they wanted to try and take advantage of it. It's just, yeah, just unfortunate, I guess. Just unfortunate. What are they doing with all this cav? Not a clue. I mean, they just got cav just standing here. We're just going to fast forward now because this is really the end of the battle. What is going on here? I don't know. I don't know if the replay is bugged out now because I don't think these cav should just be standing looking at each other. They should usually be killing each other by about now. Yeah, I don't know what England's really doing. England was winning that fight, and he's kind of really setting up like he's gonna defend almost. He's got, yeah, this cabin behind must be like bugged out or something like that. This should not be here.
A unit is running from
That's
the
a shame.
enemy.
Shame that the replay has bugged out a little bit. This has been a really good fight up until now. Look at all the bodies. Look at these axemen. They're just like, yes, we're winning. Yeah. All of a sudden they're going to collide, and they shouldn't be colliding, I bet. Or maybe they are. I don't know. They're fighting on now. Rabazoni and Cav. Maybe they were just standing there. Maybe they actually were just standing. I don't know. That's just really weird. If the English just abandoned, like, let that Cav stand behind, I'm very surprised. But there you go. They should have just like. Because you just send shock infantry. Yeah, I don't think that Cav was supposed to be there. French general flying in here, though. Gonna come take these guys out. Look at this. He's a bold man with like 10 men left. He's gonna go in. He's gonna die a hero on the battlefield. He actually has broken through as well. He's got 7 men left now. 7 men to take on the world. 7 men in a dream.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat.
But I mean, yeah, I mean they should break anytime soon. Don't know. There's 6 minutes left, really. I'm just gonna keep fast forwarding. They should not have, like... Yeah, I think it's because this unit here is bugged out. I don't know why that unit is in particular. The rest of the French, sort of moving, sort of not. Very weird, very weird. I bet we're just going to see a chain route in a moment. But the French general's still going ham. He's just, like, taking out longbows. He's going to just take out all these Welshmen. I mean, I don't blame him. Oh, he's getting cut down now. I think he might be dead. Yeah, I think he just died to the Welsh. Unfortunate for him, then, maybe. Maybe he's already dead. I don't know. Like, I definitely didn't get enough notifications for all generals dying, and that general just definitely died there. So, maybe a few more generals died. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I don't know what the French are really doing. There's a little fight going on over here. Spears against some foot knights. Robazonian spears. They're just running on. But I think I'm just going to make a cut here for you guys, for the benefit of you. And I'm just going to, like, at the end of these 5 minutes, because I don't really know what's going on now. You can tell that the French are going to win. Sorry, going to lose. And the coalition are going to win. They're going to change history, actually. This is a change in history. The French should win in history. But we've seen a change. But yeah, I'm just going to cut for these last 5 minutes, because I don't know really what's going on. This is a bit of a shambolic, just chasing around units. So I'll see you guys in a moment. And there we go. It was just a little bit of a bugging out, it seemed like, because our cavalry units stayed there the entire time. Some units did charge in, but there we go. A big victory for Flanders and their allies. So I'll end the battle and have a look at some of the results quickly. So this one was sent in by Sachex, who was playing against the County of Flanders. His general getting 100 kills, so not too bad there for that. And his spears doing okay, getting 100 kills as well. Actually, it was pretty good for spear sergeants. Pikes not getting too many, but I'm sure they just did a lot of damage, like poking people or something like that. I don't know. His swords did pretty well, 148 kills. Crossbows did really well, 189 kills. His cav, 209. Very, very nice there. Then we have Sir Andrew William playing as the HRE. Holy Roman Emperor nearly getting 100 kills. His Imperial Ritter here getting 277. So very, very good. This unit is basically like shock. And then what else? His archer did quite well, getting 103, 127. His cav got 154. Then we have Onafush here playing as Brabant. 149 kills for his spears, like his pikes here. Then his Brabantian Knights getting 193 kills. His crossbows 212, and his Brabantian Knights getting 115 kills. And then we have Vango playing as England. 156 kills with his axe sergeants, and then 118 with his Welsh spears. Then we got 157 with his English foot knights, and then 162 with his longbows and his cav. His mounted sergeants actually did better than his English knights, getting 137. And then we have Hiller here playing as Burgundy. He did pretty well actually. He like broke through the center, and like I think like basically gave the French an opportunity to break through. 143 kills with his axe sergeants here. 148, I think 177 actually was best as dismounted chevaliers here. His sergeants are okay, getting 97 kills. Crossbows getting 105, and 120 kills with his cav. It's not too bad. And we have Somersault Cloud here playing as France. 129 kills with Roy de France. And then we have 113 kills with Zack Sergeants. Crossbows getting 103. Some of these dismounted Chevaliers, look at that, 23 kills and then breaking like so early. And then there's this French Chevaliers, 301. Very, very nice. Best cav kills there for some sort of cloud. Then we have Georgios the Greek, who's playing as another one of the French armies. 306 kills with Zack Sergeants. Really nice there. Dismounted Chevaliers getting 116, 130 before they broke. That's a shame. 201 kills with his crossbows there. And then his cav getting 123 kills, so not too bad there. Then we have Prem, who is playing as the final French army, 111 kills with Zack Sergeants, 131 kills with his pole arms here, and then his knights getting 150, like his dismounted knights getting 159 kills. His crossbows didn't do so well, but his cav got 100 kills. It's actually, yeah, kind of poor for Prem. Usually see him getting a lot more kills, but yeah, his cav did not do that well today. But there you go, guys. That was the Battle of Bouvines. If you enjoyed, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. If you'd like to see more historical battles, let me know which ones you'd like to see, and I'll see what we can do about that. Obviously, it's down to some of the other players, what they want to, like what battles they want to play as well. But yeah, also don't forget to join the Discord if you want to get involved in some scenarios or set some up. You're more than welcome to do so. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.